stars.
So we're gonna lead you through about a 5-minute flow here. It's energizing, so you can use to start your day or get rid of some anxious energy in the middle or end of your day. So you can do this with or without a mat. And both of us are gonna be demoing different options. So I'm gonna be demoing the ones that require a little bit more strength, but Emmeline is going to be demoing some other options should a chaturanga not be available to you. All right, so we're gonna put our big toe mounds together, feet about a fist apart, or our heels about a fist apart, and we're gonna sit back into Utkatasana or chair pose. If you have low back problems, feel free to separate your feet hips distance here, and tuck your tailbone in. We're gonna bring our hands to heart center, feeling that breath travel from our nose all the way down to the base of our spine. Breathing in. Exhale, we're gonna sink a little bit lower. And breathing in. And exhale, we're gonna twist so that our left elbow is on the outside of our right knee. We're gonna push through our hands gently, looking up towards the sky. One breath in, and breathe it out. Next inhale, coming through center. Exhaling so that the right elbow is on the outside of the left knee, and taking that gentle twist here, sinking our butt down a little bit lower, breathing in, exhale, coming back through center, and we can release our palms to the mat to come into a forward fold. Take a second to release in this forward fold, maybe sway your hips side to side or make a figure 8 with your hip bones. Relax your neck, shake it yes, shake it no. Release your arms like they're spaghetti noodles. And you can interlace your hands here if you want to take a little bit deeper of a stretch. Breathing in and exhaling, stretch deeper. On your next inhale, coming into a flat back position. And exhale, we're gonna bend the knees, plant the palms, and step it back into a high lunge. Pushing through the big toe mounds, pointing our index fingers forward towards the top of our mats, and tucking the tailbone in. Take 2 more rounds of breath here. Making sure you're not craning your neck. Your gaze is just 1 or 2 feet in front of your hands. And on your next exhale, we're gonna come down to a chaturanga, half push-up here, elbows in, or follow Emmeline for the modification, rolling up over your toes, coming into upward facing dog, and exhaling into downward facing dog. And once again, Emmeline is there available with that child pose modification. We're gonna take a few cat-cows within downward facing dog now. So try and exhale, curl your spine. You can take a little bend in your knees. Inhale, arch your spine to open it. Exhale, curl your spine, your tailbone and head together. Inhale, arch to open. And we're gonna bring that right leg up and back, keeping weight equal into our palms. Exhale, swinging that leg forward. And we're gonna hold here for an exhale. Squeeze it into your nose as you inhale. And exhale, plant the foot in between your hands, rising into a crescent lunge. Take a second to make sure that both of your feet are oriented towards the front of your mat. Your elbows are plugged into their elbow sockets. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. And make sure your inner thighs are squeezing into each other. Hips are squared towards the front of your mat. Exhale, we're going to open our arms so that our right arm is facing back, left arm forward. And if you want a little challenge, take that head to look towards the right hand. Inhaling, back up into crescent lunge. And we're gonna exhale. We will plant both of our hands to the inside of that right leg. Breathing, keeping the spine nice and long. Exhaling, sinking the hips a little bit closer to the ground, making sure our knee and our ankle are in one line. Breathing in and out. As we breathe in, we're gonna bring up our legs so it's to the outside of our right elbow, and exhale, step it back into high plank. Take a round breathing in, and exhale, chaturanga or whatever variation is available to you. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog or child's pose variation. Inhale, bringing that left leg up towards the sky, keeping the weight equal in both hands. Exhale, squeeze that knee into your nose. Inhale, and exhale, plant that foot in between your hands, reaching towards the front of the room, rising into crescent lunge, really pushing through that back leg, squaring your hips towards the front of the mat. Plug your shoulders into their sockets, make sure there's space around your ears. And our next exhale, we're gonna drop the left hand back, right arm forward, and perhaps take that gaze towards the left hand. Inhale, rising both arms towards the sky. Exhale, bringing both hands to the inside of that left leg. Lengthening the spine long. Exhale to let those hips sink down towards the ground. Once again, making sure this knee and ankle are in one line. Breathing in. And exhale, bringing that knee to the outside of the left tricep. Exhale, placing it back into high plank. Inhale. Exhale, taking your vinyasa variation. So down to chaturanga, up to upward facing dog. Exhale, down to downward facing dog. We're gonna look in between our hands. We're gonna step, jump, or walk towards the front of our mat. Inhaling into flat back. Exhaling into forward fold. And we're gonna inhale back into chair pose, so adjust your feet however they were at the beginning. I like big toe mounts together, heels apart, but personal preference. Tuck that tailbone in, roll those shoulders back, and keep that gaze neutral. We're gonna take a few what I call ski hill or ski jumpers here. So we're gonna be in this chair pose. We're gonna exhale, we're gonna engage our triceps to send the hands back, come onto our tiptoes. Inhale, looking up. Exhale, onto the tiptoes. Two more. Inhale, reaching up. Exhale, onto the tiptoes. Inhale, reaching up. Exhale, onto the tiptoes. And a little challenge here, we'll hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhaling, coming back into chair pose. Exhale, bringing yourself back into forward fold. Inhale, rising up to flat back. Exhale, stepping or jumping it back into high plank. We're gonna finish out I said core, that's where we're going. Finish out this session with a little bit more core work. So we're going to step our feet as wide as our mat. We're gonna lift up our left hand, tap it to the right shoulder, and place it down. Lift up the right hand, tap it to the left shoulder, and place it down. Left hand to right shoulder, and down. Right hand to left shoulder, and down. One more time each side. Right hand to left shoulder, and down. Now from this position, we're going to roll our body onto our left arm, stacking the feet, coming into side plank. You can take a variation here by staying on that elbow. Emmeline is showing another variation with that right sole planted on the ground. Flex your feet up towards your head. And exhale, coming through high plank. Inhale. Exhale, rolling over onto the right side. Into side plank on the right. And you can plant that left foot on the ground, or you can plant the right knee on the ground here. Gaze can be at the bottom or the floor if you're struggling with balance, or take it up to that top arm if it's available to you. Exhale, coming back into high plank. Inhale, pushing forward on those toes. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. This is the last downward facing dog of this short practice, so take a second and walk it out. In your dog, pedaling each foot into the ground, maybe bending the alternating knee, making sure your head is nice and relaxed. You can oscillate here between high plank and downward dog if you want a little bit more core, or take a few sun salutations before or after this practice if you're looking for just a few minutes more, and you can see our 2-minute video on sun salutations for that. So we're going to end this practice by looking in between our hands, stepping or jumping forward, coming into a flat back. Exhale, down, forward fold. Inhale, reaching up towards the sky. Exhale, hands to heart center. And roll your shoulders back, opening that chest, getting ready to face the day or whatever awaits you. Thanks for practicing with us.